I always thought that travel to the Maldives was beyond my wildest dreams, but it turns out you can travel here on a budget. Watch this video to find out how.
Hi, we're Mandy and Lee, the Frugal Travellers, travelling the world on a budget.
And at the moment we are on Dhiffushi Island in the Maldives. We're in paradise. The Maldives is famous for its thousands of beautiful paradise islands, and in this video we're going to show you how to travel to one of those islands on a budget.
Now, a really important thing to remember about travelling is that plans can change in an instant.
Yeah, we had everything set up. We'd booked accommodation on a beautiful island, Accommodation. We had the ferry arranged and everything. We knew what we were doing, and last night we got a call saying the ferry is cancelled.
Yeah, and so they offered us something different, which we didn't want to take. Spend a sleepless 12 hours trying to work out what to do, thinking of where to go.
We contacted a few places. We had to make another plan, but it's all sorted now. We've made another arrangement. We're going to go to the island of Dhiffushi, and fortunately the public ferry is running today. The ferry leaves from the Henveru ferry terminal in the north of Malé City. 44 per person. One person. 44. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Gate number 2. Okay, thank you very much. Fortunately, the ferry is going to Dhiffushi today. We've arranged some accommodation there and we think it should be good. We're really excited. We've got our tickets and we are on the way. Dhiffushi is a small island in the North Malé Atoll, about 41 kilometers north of Malé. It takes 2 hours and 10 minutes to get there by public ferry. It costs 22 rupiah per person, and ferries leave every single day of the week except for Friday at 2:30 p.m. Our ferry will be leaving from gate 2 and it looks a little bit choppy out there today. Our ferry's just coming at 2:30, we're boarding now.
The Dhiffushi, yes? Dhiffushi. Thank you. Wow. Oh my word, it's pretty cool.
Very comfortable, bench seats, nice and soft. Hopefully it's not too bouncy on the way out there. So what do you think of the public ferry, Mandy?
Well, it's rather bouncy at the moment already. We haven't even left harbour.
Yeah.
It's enormous. I was expecting like one of those really small boats.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be really comfortable for like was it 2 hours and 10 minutes?
Yeah, and it costs 22 rupiah, so that's
fantastic.
Just over £1.
Yeah.
Not bad, eh?
Absolutely brilliant.
Looking forward to the journey.
And if you're peckish during the journey, there's this cute little tuck shop thing, canteen at the front, and so they sell water as well.
A really important budget travel tip for the Maldives. There's two kinds of transport here to go out to the islands. You can get these public ferries, which are incredibly cheap, you know, $1 or $2 to get out to an island, or you can take a speedboat. Now the speedboats are a little bit faster and they go more regularly, maybe 1 or 2 every day to each island, but they cost a lot more. For example, this ferry costs $1 to get out to our island, and it's $25 US to go on a speedboat. The other island we were going to go to, that was $3 on a public ferry and $40 on a public speedboat. So pick which island you want to go to, depending on when the public ferries go. It's well worth the difference. And the ferry we were supposed to take to Accommodation Island was cancelled today. It's on a different atoll, so it has to go over open water, and maybe that's the reason that they cancelled it, because it's a bit choppy out there. This one is within the North Ari Atoll, so hopefully it's not as bad, but we shall see when we're out at sea, shall we? And the other way, of course, is to go with a seaplane where you can fly out to resort, and that's going to cost you about $500 US each way. Coming into Dhiffushi now, the first local island on this trip. And our third island is Thullesdu. This is a surfing island, really popular for the surf breaks here. There's our island over here, Dhiffushi. We're just navigating around the coral to get to it. Big rain cloud coming over now just as we're approaching Dhiffushi Island. Look at this beautiful resort place just to the north of us. This is what the Maldives is all about. Oh yes. And this is the bikini beach of Dhiffushi. This is going to be home for us for a while. Nice.
Yay! 40 minutes late, but we're here, we've arrived. So we're actually getting up into the back of a I'm not too sure.
Pass me that, Mandy.
Hang on.
This is the first one for me, getting off the truck, off the boat, into the back of a truck. Awesome. Shukriya.
Yeah.
So that was a really enjoyable trip here, but I must say I was feeling a little bit queasy at one stage. I'm really glad we didn't do the 4-hour trip to Oculus and that was cancelled because I don't know if I could have handled it. How about you, Mandy?
Oh, I was reading just to keep my mind off of big waves.
Good on you, yeah.
Because man, they were blinking enormous, some of them, weren't they?
Yeah, they were, yeah, pretty choppy, but it was great to see the resorts as well, see how the other half live. I'm really excited to be here on the island.
Yeah.
We're going to go to our hotel now and check that out.
Because it's so lovely, they've actually sent someone to come and pick us up.
Yes.
Yay, we don't even have to walk.
How fortunate.
So we're going to come along now and, oh my word, I don't think I've ever ridden in one of these golf carts before.
Brilliant.
It is so cool. And
Thank you so
hello,
much.
so
Shukriya.
what is your name?
Right.
Raif. Nice to meet you, Raif. Mandy and Lee.
Travelling in style. I don't think there's any cars on this island, are there, Mandy?
Oh,
Lovely, you've just
really
got these electric
scooters?
buggies.
Yeah, and scooters. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
And it's a dirt floor all the way by the look of it. This is brilliant. This is what I wanted out of a Maldives experience. Not just going to a resort where you're stuck and isolated from the community, from the real people. Like, this is great, isn't it? Like, living amongst the locals is going to be a great experience.
And I'm so pleased because at first we were going to book it for Thullesdu, and as we approached it, now I see why it's called like the industrial island.
Yeah.
So it's just very
There was, yeah. This seems
trees and things.
a little bit more mellow.
Yeah, way more mellow. Really, really cool. This is so cool. So this is so lovely. We've heard all about the island and about the restaurants and the hotel and everything like that. We've been given this delicious free drink of like homemade lemonade, which is wonderful. And also the first night anyone stays here at Narili, how do you say it?
Narili Villa.
Narili Villa, you get your first meal free. Your evening meal is free, including a drink. It's just so kind. It's something that they decided to do. So
Great way to get settled in.
yeah, what a wonderful introduction to this amazing island. I'm so excited.
Time for a room tour in our place in Narili Villa Hotel in Dhiffushi Island. Now, we got this on a special deal because it's kind of, a lot of the ferries were getting cancelled and it's off season, so we're very lucky to get this for $35 US a night. I think it's normally around 40, could be a bit more in high season, but this is what you get to show you as an example in the Maldives on one of these lovely local islands. It's really lovely. What I like about this is it's brand new, like they've just finished it a month or so ago, so everything is sparkling new and modern. We've got a lovely big bed here. It comes with towels, plenty of nice lights. We're used to staying in, if anyone knows us, we're cheap backpackers and we're staying in like basic accommodation. We've got a television with Netflix available. Mandy, you have to get out of bed sometimes. We've got a kettle there and they're giving us tea and coffee. We can have it unlimited the amount of time we're here.
I'm so pleased because I said to Lee, maybe we should buy some coffee. We're like, no, we'll just drink tea instead, but yay.
Filtered water available all the time. They always leave us 3, and downstairs in the kitchen we can go and fill up our bottles with filtered water, which is excellent.
And we can actually ask them to increase the amount we have in our room.
Yeah, we have a mirror. And a modern bathroom as well. As I said, it's all brand new, so very nice.
Wow.
Really impressed with that.
Like a rainwater shower.
Yeah.
Oh, and a normal shower.
And a lovely sink there too. Yeah, I'm just so impressed with this. You know, it's like, it's way better than what we are used to on normal standard. So we're pushing the boat out here. For us, this is like something special. 6 days on this fantastic island, like for us, luxury. We're on holiday, aren't we, Mandy?
Yeah, we are.
We're not
so
just travelling at the moment.
No.
And if you step outside, it might be a bit windy, so one might not be able to talk, but we've got a view out to the sea, to the left there. Nice and breezy.
Oh, we've got a lizard.
Yeah.
And
Fantastic.
Owen bags, 2 chairs, so we can sit there in the evening
Yeah.
and just enjoy the outside, the trees.
Yeah, and we are literally 1 block from the beach. A little short walk out in barefoot and you are in the sea. Perfect.
I'm still in a state of shock. Bhushan told us they also provide a free laundry service. Because we were talking about laundry and I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna, I've got loads to do in the hand basin. Free laundry service. Oh, I'm just so happy. This place is brilliant.
To see our first impression of the beach here, let's have a look at our local beach. Here in Dhiffushi. Look at this. Oh, it's amazing. Just there's a fancy resort. Those people are probably paying $500 a night in those rooms. That's what you pay in those over the water villas. Maybe one day, I don't know, but it's probably not going to happen. But look what we've got. We're paying $35 a night. We've got the same beautiful sea, the same beautiful white sand, and in the daytime I'm sure this is going to be magnificent, and I just can't wait to get down here.
Okay, one thing I've noticed, just be careful with your footing. I almost stood on one of these. I think they're hermit crabs. That's so cool. Big crabs. And here we go, there's the first selfie.
There's going to be a lot more of these, I tell you.
Oh, this is amazing. Our first night at dinner, and he's just wandering through the restaurant. Oh, how lovely. Our free welcome dinner, you get to choose a drink.
Mango and papaya.
Other way around.
Papaya and mango.
So excited because our free welcome meal has just arrived. Remember, your very first night, you get free dinner. And look what we've got. It is
grilled tuna, really nice, with rice and some vegetables, a lovely coleslaw, and then we get some fruit for dessert and a couple of nice drinks there, mango and papaya mojito. Hey.
Lee's going to try the tuna.
The tuna we go. I love tuna. I'm living on it in the Maldives and it never fails to impress me. Perfect. So this is the buffet breakfast that's included at Narili Villa Hotel. It's included in the room price, that's good. We've got a bit of fruit there. We have got some, this is the sausages. I'm not sure what that is, Mandy.
That's the famous, the tuna. With,
Tuna,
lime
okay.
and a bit of chilli, I think. And
so this is the Maldivian breakfast, yeah?
yep.
And like an omelette kind of thing, which looks really nice.
This will be tuna. I'm sure it's
Yeah.
like spicy tuna with curry leaves. Yeah. Tuna, everything.
In your Western style,
Oh,
you've
wow.
got toast, you've got, I don't know if
The
there's cheese in there.
Cheese toasties.
Roti.
Or roshi, they call them
Roshi,
here.
yeah.
In the Maldives.
With the pancakes you can have jam, butter.
Look at that, it's New Zealand
toast.
butter. Anchor butter.
Yeah.
For this. Oh, and also for your pancakes, Lee, you've got Hershey's syrup.
Excellent.
And honey.
Yeah, we've got cornflakes and we've got different types of juices and there's tea and coffee coming as well, so great way to start the day.
And so Lee's very first breakfast dish is?
Cornflakes. I've been eating fish and rice for breakfast for a long time, so you know, novelty factor. So Mandy's gone local style.
You can see here. Lovely. Can't wait to try it. Let's put a little taste test here. It's So this is a famous, I think it's called mashuni or something like that. The tuna. Oh, it's got, that's right, shredded coconut in it. So it's amazing. Tuna, coconut, lime, I think red onion and curry leaves maybe. Now the normal tuna. Curry leaves again. Oh Lee, that's amazing. That's really delicious.
Right, I'll try that.
Now the egg. Then I put milk in it. It's no biggie, just the flavour. It's nice with the onion and the parsley and the roshi, the thin pancake. This is a really lovely breakfast, a great way to start the day. So pleased that there's a dule, one of the local swings, so close to our hotel, so close to the beach. Oh, fantastic.
A nice little feature here on Dhiffushi Island is at 8 p.m. every night in front of the Kettle restaurant. There's a big light and people come down here to see the stingrays. They come for feeding. They're used to being fed down here, so they always come around for the food. There's normally a lot of people. There isn't anyone at the moment, but the stingrays are around. Stingrays or manta rays, Mandy? I'm not quite sure. So if you come down here in the evening, you'll see lots of manta rays, reef sharks. See the size of the manta rays and stingrays that come down here. Just unbelievable. Wow. Hi dude. Seen anything quite like that before.
The Maldives is a devout Muslim country, which means that modest dress is required. The beach where we were staying is a bikini beach, so yeah, you can wear your bikini if you want, guys can swim without a t-shirt on, but as soon as you step off the beach, then they ask that you wear proper dress in local areas. So you can see here like t-shirt, skirt covering the knees, t-shirt, shorts covering his knees. These sorts of clothes are not forbidden in local areas.
Yeah, so no speedos or bikinis walking the streets.
No.
Respect the local customs. So today we're going to explore the island of Dhiffushi, which is a beautiful little island in the North Malay Atoll. It is about 1,000 meters from one end to the other and 200 meters wide, right,
Yeah.
Mandy? So compact, really small. You can walk from one end to the other in 15 minutes, which is quite nice really. It's got a population of 1,000 people, so a really nice little community. Everybody knows each other. There's no crime. There's 3 bikini beaches. Well, actually all the beaches around are bikini beaches, on the east, on the west and on the south of the island. We're in like the northeast here, aren't we, Mandy? And is it beautiful?
Oh my word, it is so beautiful. It's exactly like what you see on like the postcards and the holiday brochure.
Exactly, yeah, you might be able to see there. We'll pay that a little bit of a visit later. But now we're going to wander the streets and check out what there is. I think there's about a dozen or so restaurants and guest houses here. There might be a few different opportunities to eat. We'll have a look.
So what we're going to do is we're going to check out the menus as well, just to give you like a rough idea of how much things cost here on this beautiful island, Dhiffushi, in the Maldives.
This is our local beach on the northeast of the island and it is very beautiful. Lovely and sheltered here, so no waves at all. Perfect for swimming.
Swimming or like just like lying on your back and floating in the water. It's so cool.
Yeah, it certainly is. There's a nice little cafe restaurant here that looks quite good called Kettle. On the waterfront here as well is a place called Wim, and it looks like a supermarket where you can get a lot of supplies as well. Very handy. I love the fact that it's dirt roads here. There are no paved roads at all, just motorbikes and little carts going around. Got a nice little playground there for the kids, and we're heading down now to the ferry terminal where we came in on the east side of the island.
So after a very short walk, we've come down here to the port. We think this is like the fish processing area. It's a boat into shore. Oh, at least seen something. Quickly race over. Will I see it in time? What is it? What is it?
In the commercial area, the water's beautiful, and I don't know if you can see that big ray down there.
Oh my
floating
word.
along the bottom.
That's what that shadow is.
That's great. It's a sign that it's healthy down there.
Wow. Oh, the colour of the water. And we're so lucky, aren't we? The weather's changed.
Yeah, we're on the 1st of June today, and it's supposed to be like the start of monsoon, but we've got like 10 days in a row with no rain forecast, just cloud, sun, 32 degrees every single day, 28 degrees in the water, something like that. Absolutely perfect, couldn't wish for more.
Yeah, we're so blessed because apparently last week it just rained and there were storms.
Yeah, we got lucky this time. Awesome.
So down at the harbour, in front of where the ferry stops, is the Dhiffushi sign.
I'm happy to report that one feature of every Maldivian island seems to be a football pitch, and they have an artificial one here. Looks very nice. I'll have to come down and check out some games. Just come down to this pretty little beach down here, just south of the harbour.
Wow, it's gorgeous. Oh, yep, there's a swing under the tree.
How beautiful. It looks a little bit corally on the sand, but the water looks absolutely fantastic. We've got a beautiful swing out there. You can do the whole Instagram swing game, and you've got some nice places here where you can sunbathe.
And Lee, look at this. Look at all the coral.
Yeah, this is the old bleached coral that's washed up here.
Wow.
It's
No.
not really that fantastic, but yeah, done a few times. This is as good as you're getting. I want to swing in the Maldives.
Yay!
Yes!
Look at that beautiful water behind. Oh my word.
The sun is so strong here. I got absolutely burnt yesterday, and now I'm trying to avoid it. Taking photos with the sun beating down on me. I've got to stop this quick and cover up again. Ouch.
Yeah, and it puts sun factor 50.
Yeah,
all
it
over.
doesn't matter, an hour or so and it'll get you. Be careful. In the very south of the island, there's a football pitch full size, and it was marked on maps.me as disused. But now, as you can see, there's a brand new AstroTurf pitch all ready for games. Awesome. Down at the southwest part, there's this lovely little spit here. I don't know if you can see the wading bird stood at the end of it. How beautiful. This is supposed to be a nice place for a sunset. You can come down here in the evening, watch the sun go down, and then there's a beach all the way up the west side. Here's a frugal travel tip for you. Bring along a snorkel and goggles. A really good idea. It is so much fun. It is free to snorkel and goggle all day long here in the Maldives. Absolutely love it. Only cost me $10 Australian dollars in Australia. Here you can rent them for, I'm not quite sure, probably a couple of dollars an hour, I don't know, but bring your own and you will get so much pleasure out of it. Nice, the Dhiffushi Inn. I think it's the biggest hotel on the island up there. It's about 7 or 8 stories, all on its own. Stone hotels, it says. Kind of incongruous, but look, this is paradise, so it'd be really hard to spoil it, I think. Whee! Whee! So much fun! So I've got the Heron Hotel behind me on this west coast, which looks quite nice, but to be honest the beach isn't that spectacular. In fact, there isn't much of a beach, and it's really windy, exposed here on the west side, and the current is a bit strong apparently, so I was told there's good snorkeling over there, but you've got to be very careful. Kids are behind me having fun in the school there. What I love about Dhiffushi is it's 200 metres wide. So a block that way is the sea, the harbour, and 2 blocks that way is the sea, the other side of the island. Perfect. And everyone's got a motorbike for getting round on. I don't know why. You can walk anywhere in 5 or 10 minutes.
So the food at Narili Villa is really good, but of course we need to try some other places. And so we've come today to the Ranaura Cafe and Resto. This place has come quite highly recommended on different blogs and TripAdvisor, so we thought we'd give it a try.
So they're quite reasonable, aren't they, Mandy?
Yeah, they are. They're pretty good. Just things like, and they're all in Rafia as well, which I can love. The, for example, Palomas, which is the tuna, fried noodles, 60. I'm going for the vegetable kotu for 55 rupiah.
Yeah.
And the great thing is, yes, the chef is Sri Lankan, because we noticed deviled chicken.
Yeah.
If you've seen our Sri Lankan videos, you'll know that we love that stuff. Food has arrived. This is my vegetable kotu. And it's really cool, like she came out and asked if I actually wanted the egg with it. Maybe I was thinking I was vegan or something, and I said, yes please, to the egg. So the vegetable kotu, nice round little shape. Got so excited, she said it had cabbage and capsicum. Most veggies I've had in ages. After a bit of spice and not much salt, that's pretty good. It was 55 rupiah for my one. Lee's gone for the Palomas fried rice. It's a type of dried tuna, also with an egg. And he said that was very nice. So Lee, how is your fried rice?
To be honest, it's pretty tasteless. It needs something spicy to jazz it up a little bit. So Mandy went and asked for some chili sauce, which really made a difference. It's nice and spicy. And the Palomas is actually really nice. It's like ham or something like that. It's really kind of got some flavour and it's substantial. So the meal has come good.
So big news, like contrary to most of the blog posts and the vlogs on YouTube, etc., Dhiffushi does actually have an ATM now. It's leaping into like the 21st century. We're not too sure how much it costs to withdraw from the ATM because we change cash back in Mali, or we pay with American dollars. But for those of you who need an ATM, fantastic, there's one here.
And this is the island mosque. It looks very new and modern. Minaret at the back. Quite nice, they've raked the beach, so they're looking after it here. This is really good. We're just coming up to the north end now, and around the corner is the big Miru resort on the other island right opposite. And this is our beach here, and look at the beautiful white sand. It is just idyllic paradise. You've got the view across to the Miru resort over there. Now those over the water villas, we did some homework, around about 800 to 1,000 US dollars per night. Remember, we're paying 35. I know they get full board, but still a huge difference really. And we've got this beautiful beach here. It is just magnificent. This part is just lovely and placid, perfect for bathing in. You can see everybody here, not a wave at all. It is just absolute paradise.
After our experience yesterday, we've decided to be back at our restaurant, Narili Villa, and I've ordered the Palomas kotu. This is the smoked tuna. Palomas. Try that. How do they make it taste like ham and pork? I really don't know. But in the curry as well. This is Maldivian koturoshi. So it's very different to the Sri Lankan one. I think I prefer the Maldivian one. Sorry, Sri Lankan audience. And Lee's ordered the tuna curry.
Looks really good.
It looks really good, wow. And it comes with papadum and rice. And wow, it's got quite a tangy hint to it. Really good though. So Lee's meal was $6. Mine is $5. And I love the fact we get free fruit with it and free water, so it ends up really good value.
We've been told that they're practicing the drums for Eid for a special festival, so we might be fortunate to see a little bit of cultural experience here down in the middle of the village. Let's see what they're doing. About 9 o'clock in the morning and we're back on our local beach. We absolutely love it down here, but there isn't much shade at all. So it gets pretty hot and pretty sunny pretty quick. There are sunbeds down here which you can rent from the local place down there, and you can get, oh, and there goes the seabird, lovely, a heron or something like that fishing. Just look at this water. It is absolutely magnificent, kind of place where you just don't ever want to leave really. For me, it's paradise. How is it in there, Mandy?
It's amazing. It's so lovely and warm. And it's like we've got our own private beach. We're the only ones down here at 9 o'clock. It's just magnificent. I'll just test the water again. Wow. Maldives, blinking amazing. Dhiffushi Island is incredible. So we've come down here for sunset. It's a little bit of like a fizzer because there's a cloud covering like where the sun would be, but it's still so beautiful.
And romantic.
And romantic.
So it's our last but one day here on Dhiffushi Island. We've been here for 5 full days. We've got our final day today and then we're leaving tomorrow morning. So we thought we'd do a bit of a conclusion, a wrap up on all the costs of what it's cost us to stay here on Dhiffushi and a little bit about the island too. Now in the 5 days that we've been here, we have spent on average $23 a day here on the islands.
Wow.
Yeah, that's incredible. Plus we bought food with us, so we spent $10 each on food, which averages at $2 a day each. So we've spent in total $25 a day each here on this island. Now we are quite extreme travelers, aren't we? So we'll talk a little bit about what we've spent and what you could expect to spend when you're on an island like this.
So our accommodation was $35 per night and it included breakfast, and the breakfast was excellent. It was
Really
sort of,
ample.
Buffet style. I mean, it was kind of like the same things every day. You always had tuna. I think you always have tuna every day in the Maldives anyway.
Yeah.
But tuna and egg, and there's always some fruit.
So we filled up a lot on breakfast and then we ate the food that we brought with us for lunch. And then in the evenings, we ate out once, but we went back to our same place for an evening meal, didn't we?
Yeah, we went back to the guest house. Actually had the best food. There at Koturoshi was delicious, as was their tuna curry.
Narili Villa, and it worked out at between $5 and $6 for a meal. Before we came to the islands, I assumed it was going to be at least $10 a meal for a basic simple meal, and it's turned out really good here.
The fact as well, eating at Narili Villas, they give you free water and like a fruit platter as well to end. That was really cool.
Yeah. Also the accommodation, we are off season here, so the price that we've got, $35 a night for 2 people, is really quite good. I think you have to consider that during the peak season it might be more expensive. This is the end of May, beginning of June. It's supposed to be rainy and we've got really lucky with the weather, haven't we?
We've been so fortunate. Like the week before we came here, it was just storms every day, but we've had just such beautiful weather. We're just having to stop for a second.
I was sweating into my eye. It's so hot here at 9:30 in the morning and my sunblock is running into my eyes and they're streaming. Carry on, Mandy.
So with the accommodation and the food, so something that wonderful that Narili Villa does is your very first night you get a free meal. We had that lovely, those tuna steaks, and it was so tasty.
Yeah, fantastic.
And then once a week they have a Maldivian evening.
Yeah.
And so it's a dinner with lovely local food from the Maldives, and it's free for guests.
That's so good. Yeah,
so we're going to be going to that tonight.
Really looking forward to that.
It was just a complete surprise. So just if you are booking, like, you can ride ahead to Hoshan, the lovely owner, just to check to see what night the Maldivian dinner is.
We'll put a link in the description below for booking.com for this place.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, definitely. And talking about local food, like we are on a local island, you know, it's so different to being in a resort. So if you want nightlife, don't come here. There isn't any nightlife. Don't forget, on local islands there's no alcohol allowed, so you're not drinking. You're saving a lot of money by not drinking.
Yes.
If you really want alcohol, you're going to have to go to a resort and spend the money for one of those resort packages. Or there are, on some islands like Dhiffushi, they do boat trips out to offshore. They're allowed to sell alcohol, so you pay money to go on the trip and then you pay a lot of money for your alcohol too, so that's the only way you'll get it.
I think Dhiffushi is referred to as the party island. They have a DJ every Friday.
So go there for a party. Come to Dhiffushi to rest and relax. And that's the thing about entertainment. Your entertainment here is free pretty much, because you're lying on the beach relaxing, looking at this beautiful water, you're swimming in the sea. You're going snorkeling. I bought snorkeling goggles with me, so it hasn't cost me anything at all to go snorkeling out on the House Reef, which is really good. Yeah,
the only bummer for Lee is, like, he really wanted to go on one of the excursions. I talk about the excursions in my video, so check that one out. But Lee unfortunately developed a swimmer's ear. The problem he has occasionally. So he couldn't go swimming with the turtles.
If you're looking to do excursions, there are plenty to do on the island. They offer some here at a range from $20 US to $150 US for all kinds of snorkeling and sandbar trips. Mandy will explain a lot more about that in her very extensive video that she's going to add to this. So if you're coming here and you're doing more research, check out Mandy's video.
Yeah, mine's going to be like food and drink prices and various other things. So another major way to keep the cost down here in the Maldives is to choose an island that is serviced by a public ferry. So we did that, and our ferry cost 22 rupiah each, which is a little over like $1 US.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely brilliant value. But one thing we'd recommend for sure is make sure you choose an island where the public ferry goes like every single day of the week. I mean, they don't run Fridays anyway, but some of the islands, for example, Ukalas.
Yeah, we were going to go to Ukalas and our ferry got cancelled, and there was only 2 a week, so it made us realise, bad idea, let's go to one where the ferries run daily, and it's so much easier to get off. If the ferries don't run, there are speedboats that go that will cost you a bit more. I think the speedboat from here is $25 US.
Well, I think the island
Mali.
price is 35, but Narili Villa quoted $25.
Yeah, which is reasonable. You're not going to get stranded out here at all.
And that's like a 40-minute like racing trip across the waves, which would be very exciting, but we prefer like the slow, like budget version, the public ferry.
So all in all, in conclusion, travel to these local islands in the Maldives is absolutely amazing. You can do it on a very low budget. It's really interesting to see how the locals live as well, rather than being stuck on a resort, isolated. It's up to you, it depends what you prefer, but for us this is the ideal kind of trip, right Mandy?
Yes, because like wandering around, this is a tiny island, it's only got 1,200 inhabitants, but it's so different looking at even like the guest houses around the outer part of the island, and then wandering to the middle of the island.
Yeah, you see the fishermen's houses, and they're quite basic, you know, like life is in the Maldives isn't complete paradise.
No.
It can be a little bit rough around the edges as well. There's some building work going on, there is litter on the beaches, so the beaches aren't all pristine like they are on a resort, to take that into consideration too. Yeah,
but when you look at the price difference, like as Lee said earlier,
the Miru Villa was like almost $1,000, and we're spending
for one night.
35 on a room. So come to the local island, you won't regret it. We've made quite a few other videos in the Maldives, so please check out those as well. It'd be well worth your while, and subscribe to us for more frugal travel, because we are traveling the world on a budget and showing you how to do it on the cheap too.
And if you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments below, because we'll answer you straight away.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye for now.
Bye.